sit around with my head hanging down, and I don't wonder who's loving you. Uh, how y'all doing? Today is February 7th, 2026. I'm VBeautiful. Give yourselves a hug and a kiss. So I give myself a hug and a kiss. Share it out to the audience and to our planet. And this message is for anyone all over the world, wherever you may be. And that song is a variation. I changed some of the lyrics. And the song is originally by the Jackson 5 called Who's Loving You? And that song was released in 1969. So I sang a variation. I changed the words to be more uplifting to the party who may be going through a breakup, or who went through a breakup, or who may go through a breakup. And yeah, to make it more uplifting and for you to keep going on. Now, the original version is this version. When I had you, I treated you bad and wrong, my dear. Boy, since you went away, don't you know I sit around with my head hanging down, and I wonder who's loving you. So that's the original version, but instead of saying girl, I changed it to, boy. And yes, that's the original version. It's more of a, like I said, a breakup when somebody treated somebody badly. I'm saying, well, when I treated you good, you chose to walk away. And this is another relationship thing about love. Some people don't like love, or say they don't like love. They say they don't believe in love. They say love is painful. They say love hurts people. And I say whatever they're going through at that moment, that's true for them. However, I will say that love doesn't hurt anybody. It's the people who have been hurt by somebody else. They blame love. Love didn't do it. Love isn't to blame. So, and I guess the reason why I'm doing this video also is for people who say, well, marriage is something that people don't want anymore. And I think that people do want to be married. It's only my personal opinion. Don't get mad at me. Just my little viewpoint. I think that because of all of the media and news and movies, how love was viewed, it is what people are acting upon today. And see, entertainment was supposed to be just that, entertainment. But people haven't been able to separate entertainment from real life. So real life becomes entertainment. And vice versa, entertainment has become real life. What you look at on TV, or it was supposed to be just that, it's supposed to be entertainment. It was supposed to be something that was fictional, and with just characters being played out, something that's supposed to be separated from your life. But as I said, apparently it was a programming that has led us to feed into entertainment as real life. So now all the people who couldn't separate the difference, we're now living these fantasy lives, or the fantasy has been put upon us as a reality in a lot of cases. Now, people who are in love now, people who are in love, I think it's a beautiful thing, because to me, love is enough. Um, love is always enough, as long as it's paired with respect. I always say respect got to be with it, because respect is what it's going to help to separate boundaries. Love in itself will not separate boundaries, but respect, as I said in many videos, is going to help to set those boundaries of people not to cross. And people, when they get married, and I was a teenage bride, and when I got married, per se, I didn't get married with the intent to one day be not married or divorced. And I think when most people are married, and I'm not talking about with the exceptions of people across the world who may have arranged marriages, I'm saying for ones who, you know, really want to devote to each other intentionally and mutually, want to be devoted to one another. I don't think that a lot of them get married because they're thinking that, they're gonna be divorced, or they're gonna, you know, I'm doing this just so I can get divorced. I was thinking long term, and I think most people think long term. Again, I'm not saying this for people who, as I said, are arranged marriages, or people who get marriages for business purposes, or for people who are looking to marry someone to get something out of somebody, you know, and not return, you know, the emotions or the feelings. I'm not talking about them people. I'm talking about those who really genuinely fall in love and want to be in love and want to be married for the rest of their lives. And so the song is related to who's loving you. So what I've come to learn by me being married and divorced, and is that love is not the way people feel about you, or the way you may feel about someone else. It's not absolute. It may change. People do change their feelings, or sometimes they don't even know if they really are in love with you. They could be just infatuated by you, or just be having an admiration on you, you know. And it's just something that may be something in passing, or you may be interesting, but not really something that they deeply want to commit to or be into. And so I just want to say those things happen. But for me, and it took me a long time to grow into this understanding that love isn't, the ones you love, it's not an absolute guarantee that they're gonna love you the way you love them, or that the love is gonna remain the same. And so I've learned that love is not something that you can capture. It's not something that you try to own or control or have demands on. That's not what love is about for me, because the feeling that you get when you love someone, the last thing you want to do is to control or demand, or possess anybody. I don't think that's about what love is supposed to be about. I think love, if you really, 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 really get to understand and be to feel that emotion, it is really, really deep, but it is freeing. It's an understanding on understanding on the outer standing with that love, and the overstanding with that love, that no one truly belongs to you and you truly belong to no one. And so when love enters your life, and it opens up your heart to, express itself to yourself, and then to someone else, that love makes you want to express what you're feeling to someone else. The feeling that you have wants to make you express it to someone else. And sometimes you can see somebody that you could be attracted to, but not really in love. So not love. And you can like someone and not love them also. And you can like somebody and love them. That's really beautiful. If you can like someone and love them too, whew, That's beautiful. Um, and so it seems to be a rarity. Um, when people talk about true love, we put our spins on what we think it is, and this is just my little spin. It may not even be new to a lot of you. Um, but for those who need to hear this message, know that um, when love comes your way, if you ever feel love, don't blame it for if somebody leaves you or hurts you because you're showing love and expressing love to them and they're not returning it to you, or they pretend to show you that they love you and they don't, or they have the same feelings and they don't. Don't don't blame love for that. The person who's doing it is somebody who's hurting, who may be hurting and who may be who never had that before, who's never felt love before. And so for a lot of people it scares them. It scares them away and it pushes them away from people. And even though they may want it, because they never learned to express it or never saw it, have had it expressed to them, um, they push it away. Now, I can't say that I had love. I can't say that people may not have come toward me that way, in a loving way. Um, I really don't know because I'm not with them. I was married though for a long time. Um, and I think that anybody who comes in our life and anyone whose lives that we enter into, it is therefore, it is to teach us something. And I know this is commonly said, this has been said for decades. It is something that you have to learn and you have to express and know yourself, what you want, how you feel, how you want to, how someone is. And it's not someone making you feel away. It's sharing in the expressions and feelings of each other. And I think that emotions are something that we have not mastered. So we're triggered by people um, who may have been injured, and the reason why we're triggered is because we're seeing our own injuries in them, through them. Because I think that you can't be but not triggered by somebody if you don't have that trigger already in you, whether it's dormant, whether it's in the subconscious, you know, um, whether it's something you have never felt before or have expressed through yourself before, have been allowed to rather, through how you were brought up with your parents, and then how you've seen them work together, your grandparents, and for those who may have great grandparents, who knows. But a lot of us are, we're stagnant in the area of love. But again, I don't blame love. Um, so just moving forward, whoever hears this message, if it makes sense to you, if you get anything from it, just know that don't ever try to do your best, rather not to harden your heart to love. Know that love is not here to injure you or to hurt you or to harm you. Okay, it is the people that you love and that you have projected your love onto. Okay, and who you want to have the reflection be reflected back to you. If they can't reflect it back to you, it is not a reflection of love. It's just a reflection of their pain, okay, on you. So let's not blame love. Let's not hate love, because love's still going to exist regardless of whether we encounter it, accept it, know it, feel it or not. It's still going to be here. And I'd rather expand my my understanding of what I think it is. And I don't think you can really define it really. It is just an emotion that it exists. It is what it is. And when we feel it, and we feel it deeply, and we feel it genuinely, it is a beautiful thing too. It really is a beautiful thing to express and to experience. And when you get someone who genuinely feels the same way about you, and y'all can that energy hit each other, and y'all experience that energy together, and I think most people in the world are looking for that. You know, they want to experience it. So don't doubt your emotions. Don't doubt what you feel, and don't expect people to feel what you feel. And it's the same way. If someone feels that way about you, try to understand. If you don't feel the same way about them, try to be gentle with them and respect them, and let them down easy. As they say, let them down easy, to where you don't have to love people, but you can care for them and respect them to a place, in a space where, you know what, I don't want to hurt you though. You know what, I know what I see, that love, I see what you feel. I don't feel it back, and I don't want to hurt you, but just know, thank you for being in my space, for letting me know the love is still here, it's still present, hasn't gone anywhere, and that it landed on your heart, okay, or that it has landed on my heart, and that has opened up our hearts to see and know that don't give up. Love is still enough. Love is still enough, and love keeps on shining. It keeps on shining. So with that said, um, I want to thank all of my new supporters who's come to my platform, and for those of you who have seen me not being active, it's because, like I said, things go on in life all the time, and I always say the energies ebb and flow. They're like contractions, like birthing contractions. You're gonna have some that come up, some go low, some flatline, some go through a peak. Some you're gonna have all kind of things, all kind of emotions, and all kind of things going on in life with these energies, with these contractual energies. So you won't always see me here. You may see me more often than not, or less often than not, when these energies are taking hold. And that's just for me to sit down and take a moment and um, be in tune, or get in tune, or reflect within myself. So I thank you so much for being here. And if anything I say, I have said, makes sense to any one of you who come across this message, just know that I thank you. I appreciate you. And it's not that easy talking to a camera. It's never been that easy talking to a camera, because it feels like, even though I'm talking to a camera through a lens, it feels like there's a presence here, that someone is watching me. And I know it's the energies, it's the invisible world that's always watching. Um, and maybe that's what basically it is, because it feels like I have an audience. And it's not that easy to, especially when I sing, it's not that easy to sing, because I feel like, even though I feel like I'm by myself in a room, I'm not by myself. So for those who can understand that, who can understand that, who can overstand that, who can outstand that, let me know. And so let me get off of here, and I appreciate you for keeping me company. And please stay tuned for the next video.